Coming up on Be Kind, Let's Rewind.
Today we're talking about Sonic 1, not the movie, the Sega Genesis video game.
Why can't it be more like that nice boy Mario?
Jesus would just walk on top of it.
All right.
I mean, Sonic has a lifetime of blue balls. I bet he wants his bubble pop.
Well, I mean, they took away his girlfriend out of the gate. Are you kidding me? You should have seen her. You should have seen this lady. I'm telling you, Shadway, she had them big titties, son.
I've taken enough from you guys. I'm sitting here drinking Mick Jagger's.
I'm going to save my brain for science.
Originally, the bad guy in this game was Harry S. Truman. They thought that was a little bit too on the nose.
Yes, you know.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Cue music.
Welcome to Be Kind, Let's Rewind, the nostalgia podcast no one asked for, with your hosts, Chris, Leaf, and Shadwick.
I'm like, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Be Kind, Let's Rewind, the nostalgia podcast no one asked for. Today we're talking about Sonic 1, not the movie, the Sega Genesis video game. Got a full playthrough from our guys over at FC Playthroughs. We reached out to them after our last disaster when we tried to do it ourselves. So we were like,
hell? Dude, I don't care what y'all say. That was a good playthrough.
I don't care what the critics said.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, man. So this one, of course, is going to be.
Did you say there's a Sonic movie?
Yeah, there is. It's got the dude from Parks and Rec.
The world.
Anyway, man,
You're thinking
John Malkovich is Sonic?
No. That you're thinking of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's not a hedgehog. It's a raccoon.
No. This is a hedgehog. For some reason, Japan said, "Yeah, dumbo. We'll go with the hedgehog." So, man, where do you guys first remember playing Sonic the Hedgehog? I'm pretty sure we were all caught up in the '91 marketing campaign that was Sega, the cool thing at the time, and I know me and Leaf, we both got Sega Genesis for Christmas that year.
Danita Stokes, president of HAG.
It's bad enough that Sega Genesis has the most 16-bit games, but this new Sonic the Hedgehog, oh, he really dusts my doilies. They say he's incredibly fast. Well, what's the hurry, mister? And about his attitude. Smarty pants! Why can't it be more like that nice boy Mario? Oh! Little brat!
Now, get Sonic free when you buy a Sega Genesis system at its new price of $149.99.
Dude, I was going to call Gibbs and Shadwick out. I think they were like, maybe not as much as Shadwick than Gibbs, because I think they were both Super Nintendo kids or Nintendo kids, weren't y'all?
No, Shadow wasn't.
Shadow wasn't?
He's Sega.
I started with Sega.
Really?
We had them all because my half brother had a father that wanted to outdo my parents.
Yay! 2 Christmases!
So.
My father.
Yeah, that's I remember like on Christmas getting it, playing it forever, calling Leaf. Yeah, I got it too, and then it was like for the next 2 weeks, it was I would be down at his house playing Sonic, or he'd be at my house playing Sonic. Like it would just nonstop,
just be running it like constantly. Yeah, and it was so fun, man.
Just fucking scalding hot by the end of the day.
Yeah, back in the day when did machines still get that out? They're like PCs now, I think. They have like
they have
10 fans in them. Yeah, back in the day, you just run that shit, dude. You let it melt down. I had friends who had who claimed that their Nintendos or Segas melted down.
Really?
Yeah, especially Sega, because the blast processing, dude.
You were friends with a bunch of liars.
Yeah, he was. The moms were like, yeah, it melted down, and the mom's like, are you sure? And then they look at the camera, they're like,
she don't know.
which will lead us over into
Balls of the week.
Get out of the street, you fucking bum!
That's right.
Sure is. Could you give me another
That's right.
drink?
So back to back. Look, man, SNL 50 just happened when we're recording this. I'm throwing Phil Hartman love out. You know what I'm saying?
God, I love Phil Hartman.
Dude,
did they shout him out? Did anybody watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
From what I understand. But
well done,
dude,
well done. SNL.
So
we tried to just forward through the like the shitty sketches or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But goddamn, I think I ended up watching like an hour and 45 minutes of like pharmaceutical commercials.
Oh.
And Chadwick now has everything for his Cialis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just I'm going to get everything I saw commercials for and take it all.
And just let them fight inside of you and see who wins, who comes out on top.
We'll see how they interact.
Yes, speaking of SNL, also I'm finishing off my Skullhead vodka. Got me a vodka soda here. So that's the last of it, though. So definitely go check it out if you like vodka, because I can't tell the difference between any kind of vodka, apparently. Leave what you got.
My man, Gibbs is on the podcast, so not to be outdone this time, I'm drinking Donna's pickle beer, dude. The finest brine, according to Donna herself. According to the can here, I will relish every sip. And let me just give you a little backstory. I need to read this. This is really important to me. This is mine. This is sponsored the podcast, Donna.
Yeah, Donna.
Donna's pickled
Love you,
beer. Donna was backstage at the Garden eating pickles from a jar. In a flash of light, she was pulled on stage and kissed full on the mouth by a beer-drinking Mick Jagger.
Oh.
It was electric. No, not the kiss, the taste in her mouth. Beer and pickles. That night, Donna's pickle beer was born. Shout out, Donna.
Dude, there's no way that's real.
That's a true story.
Is every can mixed in Mick Jagger's mouth?
There's no way Mick Jagger drinks anything but straight heroin.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
This is the elixir. Yeah, this is the elixir of life. Shut up.
That's freaking crazy, man.
She's
like, what do you got?
She's
man?
like, the taste was so good. It was beer and pickles and twat juice.
They go together well. I mean, I guess. Dude, Shadowk, what do you got, man?
Just took a sip of it and put it down.
That bad?
It's just Knob Creek bourbon again with some
straight,
some little Tangelo pills, some ice balls.
Mm-hmm. And we learned last time that those are actually peels and not actual pharmaceutical things that Shadowk was watching for SNL.
Yes.
You enjoy slobbing that knob, don't you?
That sounds so good,
man. All right, Gibbs, bring us home.
I got beer.
All right.
I got Bud Light.
Oh, that sounds real good, Gibbs.
My liquor store is still out, so I'm using the original pickle shot.
The original pickle shot, dude.
Pickle shot. You know what, Gibbs?
Sponsor our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now, if they discontinue the spicy pickle vodka, I'm going to burn this city to the ground.
No, I mean, in Minecraft or in Civilization.
Allegedly.
No, it's fine. It's allegedly. But this one, guys, like we said earlier, we're going to watch a full Sonic playthrough from FC Playthroughs. Follow them. I'll have their link in the description, saving us from doing any of the dirty work. But before we get into that, NFL season just wrapped up. I could not have cared less for the Super Bowl. And that leads me over to shit stuck in my head this week.
The NFL experience. That sounds cool.
Kid, you're the best. Sign with me and you're gonna make millions.
Griffin, get out there!
Ow!
It's his knee.
Doc!
You'll never play football again.
Too bad, kid.
You was gonna buy me a house!
Now I have headaches. I'm gonna save my brain for science.
We watched an NFL player's career from start to finish in that little short. Brilliant, Family Guy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Just a reminder. If you ever complain about anything we do, that's on network television.
You can't get mad at us. It's against the law, dude. You cannot,
Oh my
dude.
god.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I found that was another one. Sometimes, like when I'm going to bed at night, I'll be watching Family Guy and some shit. I just have a note on my phone that shit stuck in my head this week, and so I'll be falling asleep, and something will make me laugh, and I'll just put a note. So half the time when I look at the note, I'm like, I don't remember what the fuck this was. Yeah, that was a win, Sleepy Chris.
Well done, dude.
Yeah,
Well done.
That was a fucking win, man. So, all right, dude, let's take this over. Go ahead and share the old screen, man, and we'll get started with the playthrough. Iconic music, baby.
Love it.
Dude, I love it, man. Bring it on every second of the day, man.
Oh, wow.
My ears are bleeding.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They are, dude. Keep it going.
God, I love this.
Dude, this song
This is the greatest song ever written.
The greatest song ever written.
You say that.
Dude.
What
It's
did I
better.
say?
It's so good, dude. Like, you gotta, like, straight out of the gate, this game doesn't waste, like, any time. Like,
Well,
you're just
Chadwick said it's that blast processing that gets there, you know. You know.
I mean, that's what Sega had.
What Nintendo?
I never noticed that checkerboard pattern.
Jesus.
Yeah, so this
31
dude's
seconds,
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the, I guess it's supposed to be dirt, earth, or whatever. It's all like a checkerboard. And as he was like flying through there, I was about to swallow my tongue.
This happens whenever you get 50 rings in a level, and you are able to get that giant ring after you pass the finishing line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You get a chance to get these Chaos Emeralds.
Okay.
Which,
Special
whenever
stage.
I was a kid and we were playing this, I called them Chaos Emeralds because I had no idea what the fuck this was saying.
Oh, don't worry. I was. We were playing.
You're gonna have to turn down the music.
Yeah.
Okay, is it still too loud?
Yeah.
It's loud, yeah, but it's
You still hear it?
Chaos. No, I can't hear anything.
Do we need to hear it?
muted. Oh,
Is
we
it-
will.
Yeah.
Is that
But,
too loud?
Dude,
Yeah, it's a little too loud.
Yeah, so that's like
this is so good, though. This is the best song in the game. Just let it.
There it
let's-
is.
let's-
That's
guys,
good.
just
that's
let's
as
just
low
mute-
as I can get it.
let's just mute the
Yeah.
podcast and let the song play. Everything else.
This was number one on the Billboard charts for about 3 weeks.
So this guy, the person that wrote this music, you'll find it. I think it's in the next level. There's a song on there. This guy was like heavily influenced by Michael Jackson.
Oh man, look at all that glitter.
Yep.
Like a,
That's actually called the Gary glitter.
it's like a under 18 club in Tucson.
You know, once you get it, I mean, you know how glitter is, bro. Like once you get it on you, like it's fucking there forever. So.
Oh, you have to shave it off.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for that skin to remove itself.
Like I can't remember where I heard this, but I always say it's the crabs of the arts and craft world.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's what it is. My wife
Man.
uses glitter on everything, and then it's on me.
This is so like trippy. Like you just expect like a clown with chainsaw tits or something to pop out.
Yeah.
Well, it was like so. Like for people who were like obviously remember this, like this was like a refreshing like different kind of gameplay from Mario, right?
Yeah,
like
so much faster.
Yeah, like it was sort of like an acid trip, and that's what you liked about it, dude. Like you're sort of blazing through each level, man.
Yeah, thank God we weren't drinking back then.
Speak for yourself. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, dude. So I mean, like,
she don't know.
I mean, I could deal with it because the last gameplay, like,
we'll mute it for now. But anyway,
yes.
So
dude,
yeah.
The composer for all these amazing scores was Masato Nakamura. Not gonna work here anymore. Jun Sinu are the composers for the Sonic the Hedgehog video game music, obviously 1992. Like Chris said, huge Michael Jackson fans. You know,
he certainly ripped one of the Michael Jackson songs off the Bad album on the second level. Like I'm probably the only one that's like, I've tried to look it up before to be like, has anyone else heard this? And then like I listened to it back to back. I'm like, it's definitely, he ripped that song off.
Yeah, and the shoes that he wears is modeled off of the Michael Jackson shoes from the Bad.
Oh,
is it
for
really?
real?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Like
they have slots in the bottom to hook nails on, so it can do like the
So
do the leaning forward thing.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you guys call this guy?
All
Dr.
right.
Robotnik.
This
This is-
guy's
yes,
name is
okay.
Dr. Robotnik. Yeah, like he's not Eggman. Like if you say Eggman, you're a dummy. Like that's a stupid name.
Well,
Doesn't
Eggman
make
was
any
what
sense.
was like. It was down to Sonic and an Eggman for like the actual
Yeah.
game itself.
Yeah, he was like the runner-up to be the main character
Yeah.
of this.
I think
And,
so.
and,
Yeah.
and the thing is, like for years, my entire life, I knew him as Dr. Robotnik, and then
Mhm.
Yeah.
a couple years, I guess whenever the movie came out and people started talking about it, they kept referring to Eggman. I was like, is that somebody else that came into the game that I'm not aware of later
Yeah.
on?
Yeah,
But
man.
it turns out that that's what they called him in like Japan.
It is.
And everybody else around the world called him Dr. Robotnik.
they had-
So I guess we were the only ones that were right.
Right.
Well, there's a big
Dr.
like you find
Dr.
out
Robotnik.
if you guys go watch the documentary Console Wars, there's a ton about the discrepancies between Sega USA and Sega Japan because the way we did, they didn't want to go head to head with Nintendo, like, you know, make fun of Nintendo like they did. They didn't want to do any kind of the ballsy stuff because that's just not what you do in Japanese culture. And they even had the freaking Sonic when they were like, hey, we got to compete with Mario. Sonic had a band. His girlfriend's name was Madonna.
He had a girlfriend.
He had a girlfriend.
Wasn't she like some Who Framed Roger Rabbit slut?
It
With,
was.
like a
She had
tight dress?
dude. She had massive rack and
You were robbed. What could
and
have been?
they were basically like, I think it was Tom Kalinske was like, yeah, we can't fucking use Madonna. Like we'll get the shit suit out of us. Like,
And he
so.
was also like, Eggman, that's a stupid fucking name.
Yeah, the other one, if I can find a picture, I'll put it in here. The other one literally looked like a chicken mixed with an egg. And that's what these dudes came up with. So the US actually made Sonic have a little more of an attitude, and not be as cartoony. Obviously took away the band and all that stuff. But yeah, man, they did and then we got the Sonic that blew up, and of course their legendary ad campaigns. Has this dude gotten hit yet?
I don't even think so.
Yeah, totally.
Has he?
No.
I don't think
of
so. Dude,
What's
he's just rocking.
the little like force field around him? I don't remember that.
That's a force
That's a
field.
bubble you can get,
Yeah.
like a little add-on. So if you get hit, it just pops a bubble and you don't lose your coins.
And unless you fall into like a massive amount of spikes in which like you just get it pops your bubble and then you still get hit and then
Dude,
you
I bet
throw your controller at your brother's like skull.
I bet if I mean Sonic has a lifetime of blue balls, I bet he wants his bubble pop.
Well, I mean, they took away his goddamn girlfriend out of the gate. Are you kidding me? You should have seen this lady. I'm telling you, Shadway, she had them big titties, son. I'm just telling you right now. But no, man,
I
I mean,
like your take on boobies,
dude, it
and
definitely
I
was like
boobies.
it was definitely a Japan take on. You know how they draw shit in anime or whatever. I mean, she was voluptuous,
dude. Yeah, like we were the ones. I mean,
Yeah,
in America,
I see videos of those girls sometimes on that website where I get my weather.
I go there for the articles, but I mean, their weather's pretty solid too.
Right.
It
Yeah.
turns out
It's always wet.
the temperatures are always rising too.
Yeah.
just like my friend's dad with Playboy.
Thanks, global warming.
I found it interesting though that like
global porning.
Japan had any issue with anything that we did because I mean I remember Mario was supposed to have a gun, right?
Mario's like, do you know where he keeps his gun?
Exactly, dude. Like they didn't have like Sonic was gonna have a big titty girlfriend like this.
Dude,
What?
yeah.
Wait, you said Japan had they took issue with anything that we did?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there
I
may have been a little
think-
bit of precedent set for that.
Yeah.
But you know,
I honestly think that the creative differences basically came from the fact that, you know, a lot of their games were being sold here and they didn't have like a lot of power, you know, when it came to
was a
like
big-
selling to a different culture. Like,
well, and they were trying to market. They were doing awful in the United States. Nintendo was kicking the shit out of them. And
dude,
what I also found too is like Nintendo's dirty as fuck, man. They were preventing people from getting retail space.
Yeah.
So you couldn't get your game on a shelf because it would be
Yes.
all Nintendo. And the Nintendo would say, if you give this person shelf space, we're not going to let you have Nintendo to sell anymore. So you don't make any fucking money.
yeah.
So like it was,
you're
they even did that
screwed.
with like third party gamers. Like you had to go through Nintendo to make sure you got their license to make their game. There's a whole thing on that too, man. It's pretty wild. I mean, but it's just business in the freaking 80s and 90s.
Well,
They're still
I
that
don't,
way.
I don't remember this. Like, I know I played this game a lot. It was just like a time killer for me. Like, I probably never even beat the game. It was just like, if I knew we were going to go to dinner or something and I didn't have time to like really get into a game, I would I would play this. And this is kind of fucking dark because all these robotic animals, I guess, they've been fucking tortured, and he's freeing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally.
It's a dark fucking story when you kind of get down to it, man. Like,
evidently the lore is like he was from like Christmas Island or something like that, and like evidently like a nuclear holocaust like killed his family.
Seriously, we're bringing this shit up again.
I don't know where they. Honestly, I don't know where
Easter Island.
Yeah. I don't know where the Japanese got such a wild, crazy idea from, dude. That's so unrealistic.
I mean,
but
that was years ago. Can we
get over it?
Can we move past this?
You're gonna hold this over our head. We're gonna have to break up. You're gonna hold this over our head every time we
try to make a goddamn video game.
And that's where his supersonic powers like came from, evidently. So he had that going for him, and at least, even though his dad was dead, but like, hey. You can't win them all, and dude, so, like,
I was gonna say, like the again, watch that documentary if you haven't seen it. Console Wars. It's basically about if you're our age and enjoying this podcast, it's everything that we went through in the video game wars between Sega, Nintendo, and all that shit. But they actually, Sega was getting their ass kicked so bad. Nakayama, I believe, was like the head of Sega, just fucking flew out and met Tom Kalinske when he was on vacation in Hawaii or some shit. He just like found him on the beach when he's there with his family, and he's like, "Hey, we want you to come run Sega." You're like, "What?"
Dude, that sounds like some Ocean's 11 shit. Hey, like George Clooney's on a beach.
Yeah.
Is our Sega episode still up, or is that one that nobody will ever see?
I don't know if it's still up or not. I think
we canceled it. I think it got destroyed.
I still got a copy of it. we definitely need to do a watch along of some of our early episodes. I'm telling you, that would.
I'm gonna need the spicy pickle shot for that one. Like 100%
pretty bad.
Gibbs. Yeah.
By the way, FC playthroughs well fucking done, man. We would like to show you our Mario playthrough, but I don't think it's. Dude.
You guys are sons of bitches.
I don't think it quite stacks up.
Hey, you know what?
You did a really good job recreating somebody that sucks at video games.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like when Leaf was playing, I felt like I was back in the 80s and 90s. Like,
yeah, and you're like,
this guy's. I'm just watching a fucking movie.
Yeah. He isn't.
I love that, like the impatient toe tap thing.
Yeah,
that Sonic does.
Yeah, when he waits.
Awesome. Yeah,
dude, that was so innovative back then. That when you let the key, your mom's yelling at you because you're a failure and you're never going to amount to anything. You're just going to end up at 45 years old on a podcast.
Through the wall.
Like, yeah, dude, secrets. And so you put the control down to deal with that shit, and then Sonic's like chilling, and he starts getting impatient.
Mad at you because you're not playing the game.
But remember, if you waited long enough, he would fall asleep.
Yeah,
he would get impatient, and then he would just like actually go to sleep. He'd be like, there's like a snot bubble, like a la anime, like coming out of his like nose or whatever.
That's one of the first. This is one of the first games I remember doing that too. Like this was such a huge step up though for Sega, which kind of goes to show you because like SNES. When they started doing the Rareware shit with like Donkey Kong and all that stuff, like how it was still the same console, but they just figured out how to make it better. And that's what they did with this Sonic game. It's still the Sega Genesis, but they just figured out how to make it better.
Yeah, they did. You want to put their own spin on it and have your own sort of like platformer. And since of course like this in the Nintendo versus like Sega wars, everybody has always struggled in consoles to come up with their own identity, and you kind of needed a platformer. And Super Mario obviously
back then, like it was Mario was the guy. So then if you're gonna launch, TurboGrafx 16, I think had Bonk for a little while. Even PlayStation, weren't they running with Crash Bandicoot?
Crash Bandicoot.
They did eventually. Yeah. I mean, no. Now, they have like a new sort of IP.
I don't
like
think it matters. I think the actual system itself is.
Oh yeah, I loved this level whenever I was a kid.
You know what though? I kind of take issue. This guy's not saving all these animals.
No, he is. They're just running away.
Yeah.
They'll find the fire death or like in just a little bit.
They don't really talk too much about Dr. Robotnik's pro-slavery
for animals,
animal slavery like stance, right?
Like for our audio listeners, I'm just gonna have to beg you to watch the video on this. Like this is bringing back so many freaking memories because I remember cursing and swearing through every one of these fucking levels, and I can tell you, no matter how many times I played this fucking game, I was never anywhere as good as this dude from FC playthroughs right now.
I actually did beat this game quite often whenever I was a kid, but it was a struggle to get there. And that water level, swear to God, I hate water levels. I got to a point one time. I got to a point one time with the water level where I just started drowning him on purpose just to watch him.
Give me a little volume on this one. I'm trying to remember this music.
Music on this one, yeah.
It's a little slower, right?
I can't remember on this one. Honestly, like the Green Hill Zone is like the most famous, memeable like sort of version of the music. But
yeah, hold on. This is
it's fun.
But yeah, man, I'll hit you with a little bit of music in a second. But like, dude, this was that water level that Gibbs is talking about is going to be up soon, and that was just a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. And I
just don't understand why they do this to us.
Jamie would have already been playing the volume for me.
Well, we need to get Jamie. There we go.
We can afford. Oh, this one's like.
It's like a Paul Abdul song.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think this is one of the ones that was ripped from the Michael Jackson.
Straight up, now tell me.
I don't know. It sound like Straight Up Now Tell Me.
I mean,
Straight up, now tell me, do you really want to know?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that this one was. I'm telling you, like, I'll have to find it, and maybe we can talk about it in a live rewind. Which, by the way, join us every Thursday at 7:30 when we feel like it on YouTube. But yeah, this one was one of those where I found it on that Wembley Bad concert that I watch all the time when I'm hammered.
God damn it.
And it's that song is on there, and it's like, I was like, first time I heard it, I don't remember it from the Bad album, and I was like, this is that fucking song from Sonic.
Man, how much later did you stay up after I left? Well, I guess it was 2 weekends back now, but I left at like what,
we went
3 or 3:30 or
dude,
something.
When everybody left, it was fucking lights out after that. It was, that one got out of hand. Whoops.
I looked up and it was 3:30. I was like, shit. Dude. I mean, I got fuck all to do tomorrow, but I gotta get home.
Well, I gotta get home. Yeah, here you go. Here's a little. Yeah, man, this music right here. And like in the full playthrough, I want to go and post.
Do you love me?
Yeah, dude, that's what I was about to say.
Do you love me?
It's not the same. You guys are wrong. Just telling you, it's
I
a
love,
Michael Jackson song. I'm just telling you. I'm gonna die on this fucking
Too loud. I can't hear it.
Bro, it feels like, dude, it honestly, like, you can, I always feel like a lot of the, like, one day we're going to do Streets of Rage, and that's just going to be, like, I'm pretty much going to, like, cancel everyone. It's just going to be me and Chris, like, hammered with our shirts off, and we're going to be talking about Streets of Rage, and, like, because, like, that was, like, our jam of jams, and it has some of the best music. I feel like the Sega Genesis, I don't know what it was about their audio processor, but, like, I feel like the bass hits so much harder, and it may have just been the games that's how they developed them. But I feel like personally that the bass hits so much harder on the Sega Genesis than any of the Super Nintendo. They just seem more girthier. I don't know.
But also, like this was a shift. So this is when Sega started to
girth, huh?
Sega took the lead, from SNES on this game.
It turns out girth is more important than length.
I mean, that's what we keep telling people.
I've got neither.
but Sega's got your back at least here on the music. And that Chris is right. This game turned the tides in the console war momentarily, at the very least, despite whether like who won or lost. Like Sega, and I know Gibbs has mentioned this before numerous times. Actually, we talked about Sega. Like Nintendo was sort of, and part of it was branding, of course, right?
Oh, yeah,
but
absolutely.
Nintendo was sort of branded as like uncool for a long time, and
Thanks
like
to
Sega had thanks to Sega. And they had
Sega had the attitude, like they were edgy and cool.
Exactly. And the part of that, or a large part of that, at least in the very beginning, came from Sonic the Hedgehog, because he had this sort of like badass attitude. And the game was really that his console, platform style game was very, very fast paced. It was something that was
blast processing. What are you going to fucking do?
The colors, the blast processing.
So I guess I didn't realize that this must have been just burned in my subconscious, because I have dreams of this like all the fucking time now.
of that bonus emerald level?
Bonus level?
Yeah.
Dude.
You're kidding. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly like that. There's a lot of hookers and clowns, but
and big titty mermaids.
Maybe
doing
we've
some
been watching a
lesbian
different
shit.
video, but I saw hookers and shit in this.
Dude, Shadwick had some of those gummies that made some of them big titty mermaids doing some of that lesbian shit.
Look at me, you sloppy bitch!
I want to see them, dude.
Yeah,
I want to see them, man.
I remember playing.
Watch the Lighthouse. That'll cure you.
I remember watching this or playing this during the summer, and the AC must have just sucked in whatever room I was in, and I remember being hot and mad because I kept dying on this fucking level, and then the water level too. I just remember like anytime I see this level now or this game, I remember back to being like, and I probably was like, probably 75 degrees or something stupid, but I was puss, and I was fucking hot and mad.
You were a kid, man.
This game,
and we grew up in the South, so it was just like, dude, you know what I mean? Like shit sucks sometimes, but at least you had Sonic.
So guess what year was it when you first started playing Sonic, do you think?
Oh, it was the year it came out. I think it was 91 or whatever.
Yeah, 91.
There were not a whole lot of games to choose from for Sega when I started.
Can we just address this one? And I'm tired of seeing people talk about Altered Beast sucked ass. That was not a good game. And
I was gonna say, what do you mean, Gibbs?
It just wasn't.
You had Sonic and Altered Beast. What do you want, dude?
The dolphin.
I see people talk about it and they're like, oh, dude, I remember Altered Beast. That was cool. Because it kind of fell in that, like, almost, satanic panic type shit, because it was a little bit on that side. So maybe that was kind of cool. But it was a terrible fucking game. And it was an arcade game to begin with. And guess what?
That's why.
Sucked too.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the arcade game. Obviously, it was designed like a lot of those games back then to be like a coin muncher. Like you didn't do like you weren't able to really.
Oh wait, no, it's a different thing.
I heard it too.
It was one of those, man, and like and so Sega was just like,
Jesus
dude, you can play.
Christ, this dude is good.
He's bullshit.
I know. I'm sitting here watching this,
He's hacking.
and it's making me. I'm thinking about Billy Madison, where they're doing all the competitions at the end, and then he just like gives up. He's like, he's good.
He's good. Yeah. So this one. Did y'all ever lose that fucking boss battle where he just keeps taking little bricks and shit, and then you're down to like one fucking brick, and then you're just dead. And
man, you see all the pork and chicken that just came out of there.
I bet it was reasonably priced in the 90s.
Yeah,
I agree.
you know that like if you guys there's a code, like if you put ABACABB in before the game starts, everybody just bleeds to death.
It's the blood code.
The blood code in Sonic.
Dude, I'm gonna hit this.
It's coming.
Let's hit this music real quick. But this,
I'm already getting triggered.
This was bullshit. Like
you have to find the air bubbles and shit.
Yeah. So
to survive.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
And then that mute. Like, I don't even know if this is so fucking good. You probably won't hear it, but like, there's that music that's like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Top of
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what it is, dude.
Yeah, the panic music,
dude. And on top of it being 80 degrees in my house, I'm losing this fucking game. I've been playing it for fucking 17 hours straight, and now this music's fucking trolling me. Like,
and dude, you're standing right on the bubbles. What do you mean I ran out of fucking air, dude? I'm on the fucking bubbles, bro.
You're sitting there waiting for the big bubble to come out so you can breathe, and then it just doesn't come out until after you die.
And then when he died too, he just like, and goes off the screen. It was like a different animation for the water death.
And then, like at the end of the levels, like doesn't the water just keep on rising, and you're like desperately trying to
I think it happens in
run
this.
it?
Yeah,
it'll happen on this level or on this next one. But yeah, man, and I'm just the whole time I'm playing this game, I'm like,
yeah,
because this one was a puzzle too, because you had to like, so he hits that switch to open the floor.
You got to find the switches so you can get to the next section in each level. And honestly, the closest thing was like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to me. Like that's the last time I was this frustrated on any kind of water level.
This was the precursor to the Arkham games. You just had to figure out how to solve puzzles and shit.
Yeah, well, that's another thing because a lot of people say, well, it's like I don't want to play when I was younger.
Oh boy!
Oh, here comes.
Great.
No, my blood pressure. I'm working out.
I like to think that these little animals that get released and then just go into the water, they just drown.
PETA's gonna be so mad. Wait, why'd you say my name?
They're all
PETA.
They're all Exxon Valdez.
Yes, dude. I mean, and like that's the other thing about this water level is like this is one of the levels that like if you run out of air,
fucking Christ, fuck that water.
You're just dead. There's no like the whole mechanic where
Jesus would just walk on top of it.
All right.
Well played.
My point is that like this is one of the mechanics in the game that if you drowned, you were just dead. Because if you get hit by something, you know, and this didn't happen in Mario. If you get hit by something, you just lose your rings, right? And then you have a chance to collect them again. So it's sort of like that was your extra life.
And so
once you run out of rings, you're dead at that point.
Right. And I remember too, like the first time when I beat this level, because there was no fucking save, kiddos. There was no like, hey, I've just finished the second level and now I can go from the save point. You started from the first every fucking time you played this game.
Yeah.
Unless you had Game Genie.
See, that shit right there.
Which obviously FC playthroughs does.
Shots fired. We started war with FC playthroughs. They literally are like, heard you talking shit, BKLR.
Dude,
what's up?
Dude, this dude is so fucking good at this.
What's BKLR?
Exactly.
Hey, but look at all the little like simple animations that they do for different things, like him sliding, and like him sliding, him getting the air bubbles, him like when he gets to to an edge, like he's kind of teetering on the edge.
Yeah,
all that stuff like really sets it apart from Mario for me.
Yeah, well, and it obviously plays a lot different because it's still a side scroller, but to your point, there's a lot of different strategy involved in this. Like Mario is basically like, except for I think in Super Nintendo, was that the one where it's like the last castle level you have to go? There's like on one of the castle levels you have to go like up first, then down, like on these certain sections to actually get to the end boss or some shit.
Yeah, but it's a puzzle.
That's so, like but like this one is like a lot of puzzles, especially in this level, the level before. There's also several ways to beat a level in this game. You know, where Mario, there's just one. I always hated that stupid fucking thing. God damn. He's giving me anxiety.
Oh,
dude, this level sucks.
I didn't know that he ran out of those little things he was throwing.
Yeah, he's like,
he does.
He throws them and then he comes after you.
Yeah, then he
just rushes you, and you can't kill him until then, or you can, but you got to hit him perfectly where the spikes are missing. Like, dude, there's so many mechanics in this game that later on I think Nintendo sort of implemented, because there is like a halfway point like in Sonic, which was brand new in this particular genre of platformer, because once you pass the little sign with a ball that it would spin, like if you died, you did start from that.
No, you would start from there, but there was no like save. Okay, I'm out of lives and I'm going to start back over on level 3.
That's the best you could hope for. But Mario didn't have that in the original Mario, right? No. It was like straight back.
Dude, as we watched painfully for 4 to 5 levels of Leaf playing.
You know
over and over.
Shut the hell up. I've taken enough from you guys. I'm sitting here drinking fucking Mick Jagger's pussy. I don't want to hear any shit from you dudes.
Leaf's the only one sacrificing on this episode.
Yeah, like dude, man. The game. You know what? We didn't even do any boring ass facts. We don't know. Nobody in the podcast knows like who made this game.
Sega.
Sega.
Leave,
No.
do some boring ass facts then.
Next.
Do you have boring ass facts?
Of course I do. Do I have Wikipedia? Hello.
Duh.
Duh, dude.
I lost my subscription to Wikipedia. Couldn't afford it anymore.
You could afford to pay.
I got something way better than that. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So also, when I was watching a couple of docs on Sega, when I was talking about that retail space earlier, like they couldn't get any retail space at Walmart because of Nintendo. So they went to where's Arkansas, Bentonville, or where's where's Walmart?
I don't know.
Where's Walmart? Walmart is in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Yeah. So says my bank statement.
Yeah. So in Bentonville, they bought up all these fucking billboards for Sega all around the headquarters there. Then they opened like basically across the street a store that didn't sell anything. It was just an assload of Sega that people could come in and play for free.
Just genius, man.
Probably the dude from Walmart called like Tom Kalinske, and he was like, "Fucking stop! All right, we'll get you some shelf space. Like, stop, leave."
That's right, you will.
Seriously.
Yes,
that's right, you will. And that's the thing. Like, you had to play the game, and like Sega didn't play by everybody else's rules, where everyone else probably just would have taken
God
it.
Damn it, he's gonna die.
No.
He's fine.
He's got above.
He's fine. Yeah,
That's
so you
the
got,
game
you got
genie
some,
right there,
dude.
We just immediately assume that someone's cheating when they're way better at us at anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I could do that on steroids.
Like I said earlier, it took me
the gamer way.
Yeah,
it took me forever to beat this game, so I really can't say anything. But God, that's Game Genie shit.
You're positive. You're positive, dude.
It is not, but yeah, no.
See, steroids make you see the spin of the ball better.
Yeah, they do. They help your hand-eye coordination. I don't think anybody ever talks about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's that shit that we all do. Probably all
Dude,
of us as Americans do. Like we're like,
that's the gamer way.
Hey, guess
That's the
what?
gamer
More
way,
fucking
dude.
water.
Bro.
If I had a better computer, I'd be able to do that.
This freaking level never ends. By
Dude,
the way, we've been watching this particular level.
My thumb hurts watching this.
Yeah,
This was,
like, so many mechanics and different things you have.
And the
to
water's
do.
That's
rising.
one thing that was
Yes.
different about this game. Like that, you had one button to push. You know,
Right.
kill him.
Dr. Robotnik shows up trying to stop you from
Dr.
like getting
Robotnik.
air. Oh yeah, I already drowned at this
Yeah.
point in time in the game. The
Got us.
water succumbed.
Dr. Robotnik got a small dick. Nope, that doesn't work. What else we got?
Dr.
Jim Carrey's like, what?
Robotnik.
This man has no dick.
Originally, the bad guy in this game was Harry S. Truman. They thought that was a little bit too on the nose.
Yes, you know. Oh my God! Get out of the fucking water, man.
Sonic was not a
hate
fan of
these
McCarthyism back in the day. All right? He needed.
Sonic Domo.
Speaking of that, dude.
What we got here? Penguins and sheep.
Dude, I
Yeah,
think I
there's
saw a little
seals.
baby seal
Why
that
is it-
probably got clubbed off
I was
screen.
gonna say
Yeah,
that.
kiss
Why
from a
is there
rose,
why is there sheep in the waters world? Huh?
You know, sometimes.
Not having it.
Starlight Zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one.
So-
Oh, I forgot about this one. This one's awesome.
Yeah, we'll do a little hit of this music. This
Yeah,
one.
you may kiss.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, that one was just good.
Dude.
Leaf, man, hit us off with some boring ass facts.
Man, so for the uninitiated, of course, if you've never played, you've never heard of Sonic the Hedgehog, it is a video game franchise initially released in 1991, one of the flagship games for the Sega Genesis. It was created by Japanese developers Yuji Naka, Naoto Oshima.
Hey,
And-
I'm sorry, Leaf. I know I don't ever interrupt you, but I'm sorry.
Just go ahead.
I want to make it a game. Every time Leaf uses the phrase for the uninitiated, everybody has to take a sip.
All right, I thought we already were doing
Are we doing this retroactively or?
Well, I want people that are listening to do it with us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, we've
so-
been doing it.
Going forward on every side, on every episode. Be sure to do that.
We're gonna have
Yeah,
to come up with one for all of us.
Anytime
I
I,
think
go, you have to drink, which is
No,
called.
Oh,
I'll
Jesus
be-
Christ! We don't want to give anybody alcohol poisoning.
That's what the game's called, alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, that's good. We'll come up with each with obviously audio and speech tics for
Yes,
all of us
for drinking games. But go ahead,
for
Lee.
drinking games. Yeah, it's basically Yuji Naka, Oato or Naoto Oshima, and Hirokazu Yashuhara.
Are you speaking English right now?
Dude.
Hold on, dude. That's my uncle he's talking about.
Dadgummit, man.
Yeah, dude. They worked whenever that's what's crazy is like they developed the character, and I don't remember what game. Basically, they were like it was something about a pinball game, and they wanted it to be like that speed or something to that effect. And that
there was I think there was
they even had a
originally like it was like the demo that they based the gameplay on was just a thing in a ball that would just go fast and stuff like that.
Yeah, because like they had the speed to do it, so they were like, let's.
Sonic was originally just like sort of like in a tube, like going through like the things, and it wasn't really like a platformer. They kind of had to pull him out of it, but they still wanted to keep that sort of idea of him like zooming through tubes and all over the and. You know, this playthrough has done an amazing job demonstrating that. Like Chris said, I encourage you to watch the video on this one if you're able to. Go back.
It's on Spotify, so if you're on Spotify, obviously on YouTube there'll be videos.
Obviously, yeah, and it's the guys. So Sonic's just zooming through, and you just really get sort of this feeling that everything is moving exceptionally fast and going really quickly, and it's just a new kind of feeling for platformers, obviously, at that time. Honestly, I can't remember. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, other gamers. I'm a gamer. I don't think this has ever been recreated by anything else. And there's been a lot of platformers out there. Even there's current brand new platformers like Shovel Knight, and there's a bunch that I'm not even going to start listening to them. But they don't capture the speed and sort of of this particular game, in my opinion.
And this guy's so good. He's not really expressing the total anxiety that you have when you're playing this.
Oh yeah.
Because everything feels like a time trial,
dude. Yeah, because especially in those goddamn water levels. Like I don't. Again, like I thought we all thought we were gonna die of quicksand and or drowned in a water level when we were growing up.
We believed that wholeheartedly.
Or we're going to catch something from Princess Peach.
Yeah, or Princess Peach. She's passed around a little bit, This one was a fun boss too. Again, another little game.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, you had to.
You're like, oh cool, you fired up, but also if you don't hit it in time, then it fucking comes. It'll explode. Or if you hit it the wrong time, it goes up and comes down and hits you on top of that. So it was this whole.
And they just blow up.
But isn't Dr. Robotnik a kind of like derivative of Dr. Wily from the Mega Man games?
I think so. I've always thought that. Good call.
What came first though?
Mega Man
did, yeah.
Just a bald
I don't know,
Eggman.
man. Like,
do you guys know what Eggman is?
I mean,
John Lennon was the Eggman.
Cuckoo could chew.
No, he was originally called Puck Man.
What the fuck did you just say?
They had to change it because
Puck.
Yeah.
But like this game did like create like a lot of different mechanics. Like obviously we've talked a little bit about it, but the ring system replaced sort of like the hearts and the health system, right? Like Sonic didn't have
that was a new one
hearts,
too. Like
man.
that was a new one where it was like because it didn't matter if you had 400,000 rings or one ring, you're still fine.
You're still fine,
and then you could still go grab that one ring as I did 1,000 times before.
Yes,
goddamn.
You lose the majority.
So what?
Unless you drown.
What level is it where you get stuck and you have to literally physically hit the reset button to keep on going?
That is only the fucking devil's three-way, the Mega Man or the X-Men game for Sega.
X-Men. Yeah, that's the only one. Oh, can we hear this is the industrial zone level? Like, can we hear the music for this one?
These are all bangers, and I've got to figure out a way to man. It's
Get your glitter out.
I used to make love to that song.
That's not love. It's sport fuck.
Yeah, I used to make whoopee to that song.
This is what, like fucking? Shout out to that's personal. Look how good these I know that this. I assume this is probably on an emulator. Maybe it's not, but the graphics were so good for back then.
Backgrounds were amazing. Like I'm just looking at it now. Like,
well, that's what's good about all these playthroughs is you can actually like you're not playing it, so you're not ready to throw the fucking controller at the wall.
I know that one of the difficulties they had while making this game was the backgrounds because he would move so fast it would look like it was going backwards.
So, yeah.
Like, so I don't know what the fix was for that, but they had to like change it so that it wasn't like it didn't look. You know, like how when a propeller's going, it looks like it starts going backwards. It was kind of like that.
Oh, yeah, wow. it would
So
just literally just.
What was he? He wasn't originally supposed to be a hedgehog, right? What was he originally?
He was originally the demon Pazuzu.
It was between a hedgehog and a egg. Like Frank
was it really?
From Always Sunny? Yeah. If I can find it, it's this bird that looks like a fucking egg, and they called it Eggman or some shit. And it looks.
They really love their damn eggs,
dude.
Don't they
do. They were like, "I'll be goddamn. We're gonna find a way to put a fucking egg in this game."
I promise you,
Domo.
Big like having gone to Japan, there isn't anything those people wouldn't put an egg on.
Yeah. They were worried about Americans not knowing what a hedgehog was,
and they're correct to worry about that.
Yes, because have you guys ever seen a hedgehog in real life?
No.
No, man.
No. So they're kind of like John. They're kind of like John Peters wanting to get a giant spider in the third act. Of
yeah,
a movie.
exactly. It's just gonna happen. Okay, I saw him hit fire. I saw it. I seen it with my own dang eyes.
You didn't. Your eyes are playing tricks on you, bro, dude. Like this man is flawless.
Yeah.
I'm just jealous.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Look at that rabbit. That rabbit's gonna run right into that fucking spike.
It is a fat rabbit.
Poor rabbit. He needs to be on. He needs to be on the loan so someone can trap him and eat him, so they can win $500,000.
Here, rabbit. Here, bunny.
Sonic the Hedgehog's flagship was of course this is one of the flagship franchises and one of the best video game franchises of all time, selling over 140 million copies by 2016 and grossing over $5 billion by 2014.
That's fucking insane. And this led to our
wow, that mirrors the numbers of dead people that would get in Social Security.
That was Shadwick laughing at that joke, knowing I can't edit that out. You were Dr. Robotnik laughing as it's falling down.
Yeah, he's like,
Take that one.
Just do a bleep.
Just bleep it.
Just bleep it.
Every time Shadwick talks, it's just like I'll actually just do a dub over and be like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm Shadwick."
Like let Sean do it.
Yeah, let's just Sean do it, dude. He would be the best. He has the best Shadwick impression.
Oh, does he?
No,
it sounds like everybody else's.
Yeah, every single time he does an impression of anybody, it's always Mickey Mouse.
Can you that? Can he talk about getting some Zaw?
You can talk about.
Fucking love that.
That's Shadwick's favorite. Also, too, when you're in the water, it like slows you down on that jump and that timing.
Yeah.
God.
It messes with the timing because you're in water. So
final zone, guys.
This is it. Oh yeah, it's a straight run.
Yeah, the final battle with Dr. Eggman.
Dr. Eggman Robotnik.
Dude, yeah.
Bobby Robotnik.
You gotta avoid getting crushed by the things. Electric shot bolts coming down.
Dr. Robotnik, it's true this man has no dick.
Yeah. So I remember getting all the way to this level.
Yeah.
As he right now he has 0 rings, by the way. Look. No rings.
It's over if he gets hit here.
And I remember getting to this fucking level and
finally got a hit.
And so I fucking threw my controller on the ground, yelled
like a man.
My mom fucking threatened to take my Sega away.
It's like a horse's cock. It's all he's
got. That's all I had, man. When I finally got, I bet my fucking pulse was like up to like 200 beats per minute or some shit. Like I was so amped to finally get here. And then I just fucking straight died.
Like this, I would always choose the wrong way. So
Same here.
I would be, but he would be on the complete opposite side.
The little bitch still tries to get away, dude. Kill him, Sonic. Murder him.
Now there's another, like the next level, he turns into a giant alien. Nope, that's Mega Man 2.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, dude.
This is our ending here, where he's freed all the creatures from post-apocalyptic, and he had all the emeralds too.
This guy got all the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah,
which,
so that's a big thing.
Hey, yeah.
None of us did. Those stupid mini games were difficult to.
There was
complete.
one time in my life I got the Chaos Emeralds, Chaos Emeralds, and it's kind of like Chloe. I used to always call Chloe Schlo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but anyway, I got it one freaking time, and that was the end of it.
Dude, speaking of mispronouncing things, me and Leaf were playing the Star Wars game.
Did you call it Star Wars?
No, they were concussion missiles, and I kept calling them concussion missiles. And this shit went on unchecked for God knows how long. So fuck you, Leaf, for never correcting me and probably secretly laughing behind my back.
Dude, no, like I mean, I didn't catch it, like obviously. So I mean, I'm just as stupid as you are. We're literally in the same freaking boat, dude.
We're both stupid.
Like, so we didn't mention this, but Sonic the Hedgehog obviously has 7 zones. Some of them are divided up into chapters, but you got the Green Hill Zone, the Marble Zone, Spring Yard Zone, Labyrinth Zone, Starlight Zone, Scrap Brain Zone, and of course the final zone where you fight Dr. Eggman for the souls of
Dr.
his
Wily.
slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his animal slaves, and
So-
free them from
So
the
you got to
robotic
get
prisons.
the Soul Chaos Stone. What are they?
Dude, this is
The Soul Stone, the
Power Stone,
they're
Stone.
emeralds.
the Time Zone.
Yeah.
Power Stones is another game. This is the Chaos Emeralds is what you're looking for. Like that's sort of like, I mean, you didn't have to get them.
You had
You
to.
had to. I mean, you know what I mean? Like if you missed them, it was like whatever.
I finally beat it with
got
that.
to, Mister.
Yeah, and then also this, led to, like you said, there's a ton of games that came out in this franchise. But I remember Sonic 2 was the one that came out on Sonic Tuesday, and it was a big promotional thing because everything was 2. Oh, look. So if you don't get the Chaos Emeralds, I believe he's juggling the Chaos Emeralds on the end.
Yeah, I think so. He's got
So doing all that extra work, you have him smashing and angry on the end thing. And
It's
so,
totally worth it.
Worth it.
It is worth it. Completely.
So there we go, guys. There was our Sonic playthrough.
I hope you all enjoyed it more than I did.
I want to say, if we missed facts, if we got stuff wrong, like tell us in the comments section.
I don't
We get a
hear
lot of
about it.
stuff wrong. We drink while we do these, man.
Tell us what you're
Literally.
drinking while you're watching this. shit.
Yeah, let us know what you're drinking. Like, if we missed facts, please correct us. If there's really important things that we don't, put it in the comment section. I want to hear it.
What are
We all wanna
words
hear
you
it.
guys mispronounced when you were young that you
Yeah.
feel stupid about?
Tomato
Dude,
and tomato.
Don't even start.
Circumstantial and circumcision.
Shadow got that
Yeah,
one
that
wrong
was a
several
big one.
times. Yeah.
That was a big one.
Then one time he had a circumstantial circumcision. It's back to biblical torture. So this one's just gonna be a short
Oh, I thought that was
episode.
biblical.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit all you guys with some concussion missiles if you keep this shit up. But yeah, man, this one will be kind of a short episode. We've been going pretty long lately, giggity. And so I guess, man, just don't forget, hit us with 5 stars on the audio stuff. Like, subscribe. You can hit the little bell on YouTube. Tell us when.
I mean, 5 stars might be a lot on this one, but
Oh, come on.
no,
man.
go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
I think the
Hold on. Yeah,
worth-
yeah. Go ahead and do it.
It's worth it for the concussion missiles, I think.
conclusion
This alone. I can't believe I roasted myself. Leaf, how's that vodka taste? Better than the beer?
I haven't even tried it yet. The beer literally tastes like Mick Jagger's bussy. So cheers. Let me get a little palate cleanser with Gibbs's own pickle shot, the original dill
pickle shot.
This whole
Yeah,
episode
cheers.
just devolved into Chaos.
It did evolve into chaos.
Hey, you guys remember when you had to read out loud in school, like middle school?
Yes.
I don't know why. I wasn't paying attention, and the word was shoe. The word was shoe, and I said show.
Zero.
And then I had to play it off like I was trying to be funny when I realized what I did.
Stewardess, could you get me another drink?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I love doing our video game episodes. Like, these are so freaking fun. Hopefully Chris will give a shout out again to
FC playthroughs. Yeah, FC playthroughs. It'll be in our description too. But they've got a bunch that I'd like to do.
I gotta say, this is the first time I've seen anybody play the original Sonic in probably like 30 years.
Yeah.
So this is a beautiful thing for me. Like seeing this, I brought so many memories, which is what nostalgia is all about.
Yeah, man, that's what we were talking about in the episode. Like I was getting mad about the water. Like I'm still kind of fucking mad. Like by watching that water level, I was so fucked up by that as a kid. Like I was drowning Sonic. I didn't want to fucking drown him.
It seemed like it took.
Well, the thing is, like after a while, man, I was just like, you know what? No, you're gonna die. You missed that bubble. You're gonna die, buddy.
And you know what? They were like, you know what? Everybody fucking hated that water level so much. We're going to make a whole fucking game and about a dolphin.
Oh God, yeah. That is a
dolphin.
That is a playthrough.
Echo the dolphin.
We'll never do that one.
I'm not touching that.
Gibbs, you want to do it with me, right? Echo the dolphin.
I'm touching that game, man.
Was so
no,
bad.
I hated it when it was out.
Yeah,
like when it came out. Dude. I thought that the whole concept was cool, and then I rented the damn thing, and then I was like, oh shit. This is the worst game I've ever fucking played.
Well, hey, so let's put it to the viewers.
Shit.
What game would you guys like us to play through for? Because I would like to do an episode on maybe like football games.
Yeah, we can do that.
Agreed.
And I would like
to Montana.
Tecmo Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Ditka Power Football.
Oh yeah,
RBI baseball. Do y'all remember that shit? Mike Ditka.
Dude.
Yeah.
Which one?
Mike Ditka Power Football.
I never played that one.
I have the actual Sega, the cartridge. I found it. Yeah. But
Dude,
that one,
some of those are so good.
Me and Chadwick tried to play it. It won't be us playing through it. I can tell you that much.
There's going to be a couple we do no matter what anybody says.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, man. We'll
interception. That's a turnover.
Chris and I are doing NBA Jam. That is integral to our grossest men.
Dude,
on the Sega Genesis.
And all this, I mean, there's a lot of them too. Like all those arcades, I've got those on my cab. We could do the Turtles playthrough, X-Men, all that stuff. We can film us all playing through those. And
so I came to your house a couple weekends back, and I played that I think it was X-Men: Children of the Atom. It was like
the fighter game.
Yeah, and I just lost 4 straight, and I was like, "Fuck it."
And by the way, that's why your machine's broken.
He said, there's a lot of quitting that boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But guys,
well, I mean, the joystick didn't work after I broke it off.
He's like, Shadow's like, there's obviously something wrong with the joystick and the buttons. This can't be me. So, guys, with that, let's take it over to our Norm Macdonald clip of the week.
A new book claims that Madonna once smeared peanut butter all over John F. Kennedy Jr.'s body and then licked it off, which just goes to show you Madonna's a whore.